What's good out there? What's going on? Y'all know what it is. First Formation, Football Manifest, Week 4, powered by First Formation. It's me, your boy Trey, the commish. Of course, I got my man CC, the People's Coast, Bishop, aka the GOAT. Currently, he still ain't accepted my challenge. We gonna see what it is, but we got to show up for you, gentlemen. What's good this morning? What's good with y'all?
WGO, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all living, man? We in the week 4 of this NFL season, man. Let's get it. We started off early, man. We out in Dublin, Ireland, man. You know what it is. They getting it in on the field already. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers already kicking it up with the with the Minnesota Vikings, with the Steelers being up 14-6 at halftime. But I'm still going for them Vikings. I know y'all probably put y'all picks in, but I'm letting y'all know here first. I'm going with the Vikings to get the win out there in Dublin, Ireland.
That's Vikings time too. Because I went for the Vikings myself. What's up,
CC, what's good? Yeah.
I went for the Vikings too.
So I'm gonna put this out here, right? Currently, like I said, I issue a gauntlet for names because the name is coming back. When y'all see it, y'all know it. Just like if you know, you know. At some point, CC, you're gonna have to hitch your trailer to the right truck. I'm just putting that out there, brother.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? You talking about the picks last week? Man, that was awful.
Talk about this week because you already started out. You and Bishop. You know what? I'm not gonna even talk.
I picked you my pick first. What are you talking about?
Correct.
It's my wagon or nothing.
Right. You are exactly right. You are right. I stand corrected.
My pick was there first. What are we talking about?
I guess I'm saying, like, once you knew that he picked, you probably should have thought about your pick again. But it's because I know.
Thank you, CC. What you said. And this is CC. And the thing of the matter is, this is the main dude that always try to pick last. What you said, CC? How's a person who's behind somebody going to tell somebody, maybe you should have waited? No, maybe you should have waited. Like you always do. That's what maybe you should have waited. Get out of here, bro.
As soon as CC, so I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I almost split my pick to go with y'all. I almost did. Then I was like, you know what? Because Jaylen Warren's out in Pittsburgh, but I was like, I'm gonna keep it like this. So we're gonna see. Like I said, I'm gonna be quiet. Because we don't know. It's still early. We just see all these games like the last couple of weeks and change. So anything can happen.
Either way. I got to do better with the picks, man. 9-7. I mean, what collapses last week? I mean, we can start there with some of the collapses and the special team plays that we seen. Rams had the Eagles. Let's start there. Rams had the Eagles up against the ropes. Probably should have won that game.
No. What you won't do, CC? What you won't do, CC? Everybody listening. Everybody listening. Everybody listening. I need y'all to know before we got over here. No, you won't, CC. Before we got on the show, and CC talking about it ain't how you hit, it is just how you started. All this about because the Arizona, y'all know now, Arizona Cardinals just played on Thursday night. They had the Thursday night game against who Arizona played
Seattle.
They played Seattle. And both of them picked Seattle. I picked Arizona. I picked Arizona. The only person picked Arizona. Now, mind you, Seattle started out strong. They did. They started out strong. Come to find out, though, what happened? It was a tied game, and Seattle had to win at the end of regulation with a field goal. So don't you come here now, CC, talking about how the game ended and all of that, because I said Arizona should have won that game. I said. He like, because Seattle controlled that game all through the game. They should have. It don't matter. It don't matter. How did it end, though? How did it end? With a dub for the
Seattle getting the dub.
And with the Philadelphia Eagles getting the dub. Exactly.
I'm saying about the Eagles. They got the dub with that blocked field goal. I mean, Rams did everything they could to win that game, and they couldn't win that game. So I was going to ask a question. My question was going to be, Matt, how good are the Eagles? Don't they look like And don't they look like Kansas City from last year, man?
But
you winning all
before Bishop answers that question, because I know he's itching to answer that question, in which I commend him. He's going to be 100% only, in which he shared with us why he feels a certain way. But first of course, we talked about last week's game. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams faced off. The Rams, I'm not going to lie, I thought was good. I think I was the only person that picked the Rams.
No, I picked the Rams.
Okay, so we both
of y'all picked the Rams. Yeah,
we both picked the Rams.
Yeah, both of y'all. Yeah, both of y'all.
I know. If y'all know, man, I think we be chomping at the bit, especially when against the Eagles or against anyone in which Bishop picks, and when it is because we got to sit up and set the tone. The Rams fall to the Eagles, 26-33. Matt Stafford, 19 for 33 for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kyren Williams rushed for 94 yards on 20 carries. Blake Corum had 53 yards on 8 carries. Puka Nacua, 11 receptions for 112 yards, no touchdowns on 15 targets. Again, the 100 yards pass receiving, no touchdown is wild. Davante Adams had 3 receptions for 66 yards on 8 targets. Kyren Williams contributed additionally with 2 receptions for 18 yards. Both Adams and Adams and Kyren Williams was the only ones that got the touchdowns. When you look at it on the flip side of it with the Eagles, Jalen Hurts was very dismal. I know we're going to talk about that in the first half. -4 yards passing. Bishop, I know I will give you a chance to speak about that, what you saw and how we got to that position in the whole half. 21 for 32 at the end of the game. We just talked about, I guess we're hashtag how it ends, how you start, how you end. 202 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Saquon Barkley rushed for 18 carries, 46 yards. Jalen Hurts contributed 9 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. That's his MO. We see that. AJ Brown, 6 receptions, 108 yards. However, he did have a touchdown off of 10 targets. Davante Adams, I think CC talked about how Davante is being used in the offense. Bishop, we're going to talk about that. 8 receptions, 60 yards, 1 touchdown himself. And Dallas Goedert had a touchdown, a 33-yard touchdown off of 2 targets. Gentlemen, how does Jalen Hurts go a full half with -4 passing yards? But resiliency.
They only threw like 5 passes or 6 passes the first half, right?
What I spoke about right before we got on the show.
Play calling.
I'm play calling because of our offensive coordinator. This dude does not play call well. I just spoke about it with CC right before we got on the show, guys, in regards to that huge-ass menu that they use as a play sheet, that call sheet. Huge-ass menu. That joker is 10 by 15 or whatever, and that joker is long as hell. And you mean to tell me we running the same damn plays over and over? All of them carries by Saquon Barkley. You are literally looking to get this man injured. And then if you're not trying to run Saquon, you're trying to run Jalen. I get it. We know both of them are very capable of running. However, that does not mean you have to overload with the rushing game. Be two-dimensional. Don't be two-dimensional. Be able to do all of it, all the facets. We just seen AJ Brown score his first touchdown in week 3. His first touchdown, and we have played three games already when he scored his first touchdown in week 3. Come on, man. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. You got 2 of the best duo back receivers in the league. In week 3, he gets his first touchdown in week 3. Your main receiver, your number 1 receiver, gets his first touchdown in week 3. Come on, man, make it make sense. I think it's dumb play calling. I think he's way too big worried about trying to get Saquon. In my opinion, I feel like him as an offensive coordinator, he's looking at trying to get Saquon to try and beat the record for some odd reason. What he doesn't really realize is Saquon Barkley is on the cover of Madden. Stop running him like that. Stop overloading him like that. Stop doing that.
That's what we're going to do?
Yeah, we're going to do that. You damn.
That Madden curse.
Got nervous.
That Madden curse. Oh, boy, that Madden curse.
Weapons. That's funny. You got too many other weapons for you. You got too many other weapons to continuously run Saquon, especially when you got 8 in the box. Everybody know what Saquon did last year. He almost broke the rushing record. We get it. Don't continuously do that. Everybody's expecting you to do that. So change the tempo.
So I asked this to you, CC, and Bishop, of course, feel free to caveat. Why is it Saquon is bottled? We talk about all the time. We talk about previous years. When you come back the next year, usually there's tape. We had tape on Saquon already. However, you didn't have tape on Saquon as an Eagle with those weapons in which Bishop was talking about. Are the defenses now finding ways to lock up Saquon and put it and kind of like limit him instead of unlike the year he had last year? Or are we waiting to see a late season burst?
I think he's gonna run. I think he's gonna have. Saquon is Saquon. When I said last year that he was better than Derrick Henry, in my opinion, and the reason why I said he was better than Derrick Henry was he would make a more impact on the team than a Derrick Henry is because you really can't bottle him up. Right now, it's just all about getting hit in the backfield. I think it's more about the offensive line right now. Once the offensive line start blocking a little bit better, then Saquon will get off. Right, but right now it's easy to sit on him when you don't throw the ball. Like it's easy to say Saquon go get the ball because they don't want to throw. So I think defenses are keying in on the fact that the offense, like Bishop said, they don't want to throw the ball. I think so. Defenses can just sit there and wait for Saquon. It's like, hey, they don't want to throw the ball. They reluctant to throw it, and you got to get them out of there some way, somehow. Use AJ Brown a little bit more, Devontae Smith a little bit more, and then you'll see Saquon getting off.
Bishop, I come back to you.
Yeah, I gotta agree with CC in that regard. In regards to it, I think Saquon will get off with certain teams, not everybody. Certain teams he's gonna be able to get off with when it comes down to it. It's just right now it's not there, and I feel like with the offensive coordinator again. I feel like he's doing too much to try and get him started early. Let it come to you. You know how your coaches are a lot of times to tell you when you come to side, let the game come to you. Sometimes you try to do too much to ensure that, or you try to do too much as a player because you're so hard or so worried about trying to meet your self-proclaimed goals. You trying to get to your goals for that game or whatever. How let the game come to you. That coach need to let the game come to them. As an offense, quit trying to make us be a leading rushing team. Quit trying to give him be the workhorse for that team. He doesn't. Saquon, everybody felt Saquon don't need to be that workhorse. You have too many weapons in Philadelphia for him to carry that load all by himself. You have a backup running back that can accomplish just as much as Saquon. Stop putting all the pressure on Saquon to expect for him to make these big old runs just because he did it last season. That was his first season with Philly. Mm-hmm. Now people know what to expect. That's just like you said, Trey, before, and well as UCC.
No
what
tape.
Happens when exactly when you get a first-year rookie quarterback, they blow up that first year as a rookie. Everybody, he's the best thing since sliced bread. But that next season, how did they turn out? 9 times out of 10. Exactly. 9 times out of 10. Oh, now we got film on you, buddy. Now we got film on you. Now we know how to work.
Jaden Daniels, because it's hard. It's hard.
Exactly. He catching hell, ain't he? The only person that's done that and has been able to sustain that for the most part is Lamar Jackson. He's the only one, basically, has started and kind of sustained from where.
Well, I think his is evolution because Lamar came out initially or maybe it's what people thought. Everyone thought, he's going to be a dominant runner. And then he came out slinging that thing, and now he has the balance. It's just he doesn't have the weapons, in my opinion.
Right, facts. He definitely doesn't have the weapons in which he probably would need to do what he do. But yeah, that's just my take on it, man. That's how I see it. That's how I feel about it. So let the game come to you, offensive coordinator. Stop allowing it. Stop trying. So
two more things within this game, right? The first one is the defense. Like we was talking about, in which we're gonna our main focus is gonna be these games, these close games that have been played, which we want to have 2 of them are going to involve the Arizona Cardinals and then I think it's 1 or 2 other ones. When y'all look at it, these close games, is there something to be said for these teams that are winning on these anomalies in a sense? In the case of Philadelphia, 2 block field goals, or is it about the kickers? Are the kickers just not locked in? What's y'all point?
It's crazy.
I want to put this out
It's crazy you say that because it's crazy you say that. Let me just say this real quick, CC. It's crazy you say that because we had a blocked field goal in this game too this morning already.
Mm-hmm.
A blocked field goal this morning in this game already to stop Minnesota from going up. What was it? 17-6 or 17-3 to go in the half. But go ahead, CC. It's crazy you said that though. But go ahead, CC.
I was gonna say, man, for the Rams, McVay should know better than that. You got to score touchdowns, man. Like you kick 4 or 5 field goals, bro. Like who's ever gonna win many games kicking that many field goals? Like unless you just playing the Falcons or something every week, you know you got to score touchdowns. Like especially when you playing against a powerhouse team like the Eagles right now. You gotta score touchdowns. I think that was their downfall is that they didn't score enough touchdowns in that game when they had chances to score touchdowns early on in the game. So it cost them late in the game. It cost them late in the game. Give Philly all the props for coming back, but it cost them because they couldn't score touchdowns. So that's an attribute to Philly's defense to holding them to field goals when they should have scored probably more touchdowns.
I would say this, right? I saw this on First Take, right? And Dan Orlovsky made a great point when he spoke about the Philly game versus the Rams and in regards to the 2 field goal blocks. Dan Orlovsky showed that each time that the Rams lined up for a field goal, it was close to 3 field goal blocks, close to 3. So what Philly has done, they took Jordan Davis and what's the one that got kicked out or got kicked out of the Dallas game? Jordan Davis and the one that got spit on. Who?
And his name Carter?
Yeah, Carter. Jalen Carter. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. What they've done is they put them 2 side by side during field goal blocks. And when they get put, you're talking about 2 300-pound guys over 6'3", 6'4", getting a major push on an offensive line or whatever field goal kicking line. So the first, Dan Orlovsky showed it. The first field goal that the Rams kicked, they got pushed. They got a push. They almost blocked it, but they did. The second time when they got pushed, they did it. You see Carter and Davis talking to each other before the field goal. The second time when they did block it, they got even deeper push. That's how they blocked the second one. The third one, they talk again, him and Davis. You see him carrying conversation. They even get further back, and that's how they got them. They never did. Dan Orlovsky spoke about it. They never addressed or changed anything in regards to fixing that issue when it came to that field goal. He showed it every time that the Rams kicked or lined up for a field goal. They didn't do anything to change that the trajectory of how that was going to play out.
But
that's why it happened.
On a field goal, how do you think you fix that though?
You gotta whatever you can do, in my personal opinion, outside of what CC might have said, don't kick a field goal, maybe try and go for that shit. Either way, it's a 50-50 chance. But the only thing I can think of, in my personal opinion, find your biggest dude. Because you put Carter, anybody going up against Carter and Davis, you finna have problems. And now that the Eagles know that, best believe they finna line up like that every field goal. Every field goal team is going to have to face Davis and Jordan side by side. Every field goal team. Guaranteed from here on out. Because they seen what happened. And Dan proved it, showed it every single time. Every single time. And for you to get 2 field goal blocks in the same game and one to get taken back for a touchdown, and the first field goal that they made almost got blocked. They had just did that. They had just put them 2 side by side. They almost got it the first time, but they did. But thereafter, they was there. The only thing I can think of is to answer your question though, Trey, is that find some bigger guys, bro, that can withstand Jordan and Davis.
So I asked y'all this last, and then we're gonna move on to the next game. We was just talking about, and Bishop just said that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are the best duo in the league.
One of the best.
One of the best. So would y'all? Okay. So I was about to say because you got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, in which they just faced off again.
They cooking.
You think they're just as formidable?
Yeah, they cooking. They cooking. Them two put together. They cooking. They definitely cooking. I can agree to that. Yeah, I can agree.
Nacua leading the league in the first 3 weeks. Like
Nacua's a bad man. It's crazy because they drafted him in the 4th round. Like no one knew who Nacua was. It's like it made enough noise. He's bad enough to where he made Cooper Kupp 2 years removed from the Triple Crown expandable.
Remember on this show, I told y'all Cooper Kupp wasn't that guy. He had one hot season, and if you force feed any person the ball that many times, of course they're gonna make some plays. But he hasn't done anything since. Cooper Kupp hasn't done anything since. So one hot year.
I think we have to continue to give Cooper Kupp his flowers because let's not remove. He holds the record in NCAA as a receiver, number 1. And so what happened was over time, once him and Stafford with Goff, he wasn't that dude. Stafford, however, he showed that he can be that dude. Now he's with Darnold, but he's trying to edge out because we see Njigba is king in Seattle right now in the receiving core. But I think we just got a little more. Kupp is back in his home state where he set those records at when he was at Eastern Washington. I think we got a little more. I like the Kupp, but we're going to see. We're definitely going to see. Next game, kind of like same type of scenario, different teams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets last week. Buccaneers was able to last it out. One thing different is Baker Mayfield was probably left with too much time on the clock. Main difference. In that game, the Jets, Tyrod Taylor, 26 for 36, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also was the leading rusher off of 8 carries for 48 yards. Brandon Allen had 6 carries for 30 yards. Breece Hall was 9 for 21. From a receiving aspect, Garrett Wilson, 10 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown off of 13 targets. Tyler Johnson was 2 for 32. Breece Hall was 4 for 31. Allen Lazard with a late touchdown was 2 for 13 off of 3 receptions, 1 touchdown for them. Moving on to the Buccaneers before we really get into it, Baker Mayfield was 18 for 29 for 233 yards, 1 touchdown. Bucky Irvin carried the ball 25 times, 66 yards, 4 carries by Baker Mayfield for 11, 5 by Rashad White for 12.
What interception. Wow, man.
Yeah.
And then
Pittsburgh doing a number on these dudes right
Ibuka, 6 receptions for 85 yards. Sterling Shepard, 4 for 80. Mike Evans, 4 for 33 and a touchdown. However, we know Mike Evans exited the game. 4 receptions, 33 yards for Bucky Irvin. It wasn't the best of games for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they was expected to be the better of the teams. They almost failed. Gentlemen, what did y'all see in that game?
I'm just gonna be real with you. The Jets wasn't supposed to have a chance in that game. The only chance came off the defense and the special teams making chances for them. Like most of those games, they making chances. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's crazy how the players in that game shift real fast. How the game switched. Like I kind of like Baker Mayfield. He was good at a certain point in the game. But at a certain point in the game, they couldn't move the ball. It's like the Jets tightened up their defense on them and then made a comeback. And, the coach dancing on the sideline thinking that they was going to win that game. You know, when there's too much time left. What a save by Baker Mayfield. He a one-man record crew out there by himself right now.
All right. Shout out in the basement. We're going to definitely link up, bro. Appreciate the love.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been telling y'all about Baker. I don't know what y'all thinking. I've been telling y'all Baker Mayfield is that dude. Y'all gonna quit sleeping on Baker Mayfield, bro. Y'all gonna quit sleeping on this young man. This young man is really the
calm
truth.
down, calm down.
No, there ain't no calm down. Ain't no calm down.
No,
Baker Mayfield. Yeah, because I know. Hold on, because I know where he going with it. Because they gotta see him. They gotta see us today. I got it. They gotta see us today.
Look, the teams they beat are 1-8, bro.
Huh?
Combined, the teams they beat are 1-8. They only beat. They haven't beat
This
nobody.
year. This year. I'm talking about Baker Mayfield as a whole, as what he's done since he's been in Tampa Bay, bro. He just had the.
Oh yeah, I give him credit.
Baker Mayfield is that dude, man. And now he did this. He won that game last week without his main receiver. Mike Evans went out. He was gone.
You got to be used to that by now.
He was gone. Mike Evans was out.
That's another thing. Tampa Bay been finding ways to win the last couple of seasons without their top receivers. So you got to give Baker. I give Baker that credit. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Baker.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's got to be a roller coaster ride to keep trying to win like that. It's just gonna get sick trying to keep winning like that.
I agree with that. You don't need to continuously try and win. It's better to be in front instead of trying to come from behind and all that good stuff. And I totally understand what you're saying. I just feel like Baker, and I feel like today when we face Tampa Bay has been Philly's Achilles heel, no doubt.
I think y'all good.
Tampa Bay has been Tampa Bay's been our Achilles heel. So we'll definitely talk about it when we get to the games and stuff like that. Yeah. But man, shout out to Tampa Bay for being able to withstand, losing Mike Evans and to still get that dub against the Jets last
week. Next thing we're gonna talk about San Francisco and the Cardinals. We spoke about it briefly last
Another game. They got away with one. Another game. Remember, CC? We said we're gonna talk about it. Another game. Another game.
The 49ers, they gotta be the luckiest team right now. Like their schedule wasn't supposed to be that hard. They spent the schedule wasn't supposed to be that hard, but they struggling. Hey, you missing you got a lot of key pieces missing for San Fran. Oh, go ahead and do the stats. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Right. So last week game, the San Francisco 49ers faced off against the Arizona Cardinals, in which, like they said, true enough, we struggled. We tend to have problems with Kyler Murray. In his scat back ability, but Kyler Murray was 22 for 35, 159 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Trey Benson, 10 carries for 42 yards. Kyler Murray was 6 for 37 himself. James Conner as well was 9 for 22 before he exited the game with his now season-ending injury on his ankle. Marvin Harrison, 3 receptions for 44 yards off of 6 targets. Trey McBride, 5 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown. Zay Jones, 2 receptions. James Conner was 3 of 15 before he exited the game. On the opposite side of the field, the 49ers with Mac Jones, 27 for 41 for 284 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Christian McCaffrey led the charge in the running backs with 17 carries, 52 yards. Brian Robinson carried 2 carries for 22 yards. Ricky Pearsall, 8 receptions, 117 yards, no touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 10 receptions for 88 yards, no touchdowns. Both of them double digits in targets. Pearsall, 11 targets, 15 for McCaffrey. Kendrick Bourne, 4 receptions off of 4 receptions, 38 yards off of 6 targets. The lone touchdown came with Kyle Juszczyk, 1 touchdown, 1 yard, a dump off. In which he was able to get the touchdown. We know the game was won by a field goal, 15-16. Let's talk about it. The hair are chinny chin chins, gentlemen. Where are we at? Like I said, it's a tale of two cities. We've seen the Cardinals be bested for the majority of the game, only to come back and make it a game and be on the cusp, in which both games they have lost by field goals. The 49ers on the opposite side of the spectrum have won 2 games in their division based off of last-second heroics with last-second touchdowns. Eddie Pinero, Dinero Pinero in the building. Do they continue on this week? Oh wait, well, no, we don't. We're gonna take care of that later. What do y'all think is it going to be? All right, let's do this. In your opinion, will they be better as they look to start to get back those players in which they're missing?
I don't know if they can be better. Like you winning games that's close already. So how much better you gonna be? Like I don't think you're gonna blow anybody out with that team. I think that's why it's close games. I think if you had Brock Purdy, those games would still be as close as they are. You can't play better than Mac Jones is playing. It's not like Mac Jones is giving the game away. He threw for 282 yards. The average right now, teams are throwing for like 190, 200 yards. So he above average with what he's doing. So I look at it like, yo, they got a chance right now. I think it's gonna be a squabble within that own division though. Like you already beat two teams within the division. I think when you run against the Rams, that's gonna make a difference. Whoever win that, Rams defense is highly touted, but how good are they when they just let the Eagles score like four touchdowns or something in a half, or in a quarter and a half or something? So I don't know. I think 49ers, it's a Kyle Shanahan team. They win it ugly, and that's the way you got to win right now when you don't have all your people.
Bishop, are you in agreement, or do you see it another way?
No, I totally agree with CC when it comes to that. That's just exactly how they gonna be. Oh, here he come with this damn Steeler Nation shit. We knew that was coming. No, but I totally agree with CC, man. I just feel like that's where it's at right now.
And on the flip side of that, like at some point in 3 weeks, you get Brandon Ayuk back, but of course he has to be worked back into the offense. But unfortunately, we have lost Joey Bosa on the edge. Now, and as well as Mekhi Williams, he's done. Do you think the defense is going to be able to withstand that? Is there in your opinion, do you think there's a next man up in their stable that's going to be able to provide enough for them to get a W or continue with their winning ways?
Well, like I said, it's a Shanahan team, so they're gonna be tough. Like they're gonna be tough defensively. Nick Bosa is a huge loss on y'all squad, but he's been down before. It's not like this is the first time you've had to play without Bosa, so I think they already prepared for stuff like this.
So let's transition to what was on the opposite side, the blowouts. I would be the first to say, and when I said it, I should have knew. I put something in the atmosphere, like Bishop said earlier this week. Put it in the atmosphere. I would like to be the first to apologize for my words in which I talked about the Carolina Panthers not being able to do anything. They come in to last week's game versus the Atlanta Falcons in Carolina and completely annihilated, dominated, Plymouth Rock the Atlanta Falcons to a 30-0 shutout of the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Penix Jr., the current starting quarterback, 18 for 36, 172 yards, 2 interceptions. Bijan Robinson, their star running back, 72 carries. 72 yards on 13 carries. Nathan Carter carried 7 for 46. Algier, 1 for 4. Drake London, 5 receptions, 55 yards on 8 targets. Darnell Mooney, up and coming, 4 receptions on 11 targets for 44 yards. Kyle Pitts Sr., we keep on waiting for him to get unlocked. 4 receptions on 6 targets, 39 yards. Bijan, got it. Bijan, 5 receptions for 39 yards. On the opposite side of the spectrum, Bryce Young, 16 for 24, 121 yards, no touchdown, no interceptions. Chuba Hubbard, 17 for 73 carries, no touchdown. Rico Dowd, 10 for 30, and a touchdown. Bryce, 2 carries for 8 yards and a touchdown. McMillan was 3 for 48 on 8. Tommy Trimmer was 2 for 12 out of 2, but not a single touchdown. Was the Panthers defense just that dominant, or was the Atlanta Falcons just that dismal?
Go ahead,
They
CC.
benched the guy.
No one wants to touch it.
They benched the guy. I was waiting on Bishop, but they benched the guy, man. They brought in Kirk Cousins. You got a Kirk Cousins sighting because Penix Jr. was playing that awful, bro. Like, and for me,
But
it comes down to the coaching. You got Bijan, you got Algiers, and you can't figure out a way to generate some offense with those two on the field, like taking turns rotating in the backfield. I think that's just against a team, a Panthers team that ain't really got that good of a defense, but you got dominated by a team that ain't that good. What does that say about the Falcons? Inconsistent.
I agree with you, man. I mean, the fact of the matter is, everybody for the Falcons wanted Penix to come in and play. Remember last year that everybody they didn't like how what's his name how you like that Kirk Cousins was playing. They didn't like how he was playing. So because they didn't like how he was playing, everybody was wanting Michael Penix to come in. Now Michael Penix come in and he done shit the pot. He shit the pot. And now we see, like CC said, we got a Kirk Cousins sighting again. Like, and against a team like the Panthers who are none of that. Like, how are you struggling with a Panthers team? How are you doing that? You shouldn't be struggling with the Panthers team. So with that, I mean, right now Atlanta's they got a lot to do, man. They got a lot to figure out, man. Because now who starts today? Who starts today?
They went back to Phoenix, right? Didn't they go back to Phoenix?
Did they go back to Phoenix?
Yeah,
Phoenix? I don't know if they went back to Phoenix or not, but I'm saying who do you start now? Because obviously you don't have faith in either one of your quarterbacks. Because you were literally after last season, you went with or toward the end of the season. Because didn't Phoenix play the last two games of last season?
Last 2 games.
Yeah. So you didn't believe
and look good playing.
Yeah, and so you didn't believe in Cousins. You put Penix in toward the end of the season. So this season, you start off with Penix. We only 3 weeks in. 4th week today, starting 4th week. Now you don't believe in Penix. Y'all need to figure something out. Well, y'all already spiraling downhill. I'm telling you. Like, I don't know what to say about that.
What's his name? Raheem Morris. I don't know if he's just a good, like this is his second chance as being a head coach, and he still got the same problem he had his first time around. You can't figure out your quarterback situation, and you don't know what to do with the skill players that you got. You got enough skill players to be something down there in Atlanta, man. Y'all just got to pick it up.
Facts. You switching teams, Eric? That's what we're doing? You switching teams?
The Vikings getting crushed right now.
Yeah, don't switch teams now.
Hey, how many sacks is Wentz going to take before Wentz throw the football? Hey, throw the football, bro.
What did I tell you about Wentz when he was in Philly? That's what I did not like about him. He holds the ball too long. He holds the ball too long. I've been saying that about Wentz. When he gets the ball, he can throw the ball. He can throw the ball, but when he don't have nobody open, he holds that ball entirely too long, bro. I said that when he was in Philly. That's what I didn't like.
Hit him, though.
Right.
He ducked him before they even get to him. Man, throw the football.
Bro. Man, that's just Minnesota, man. Don't give up on your team too soon, Eric. Because Eric, that's Scott, that's his team, them Steelers. So y'all two facing each other, and y'all getting embarrassed out there in Dublin.
And I picked the Vikings to win.
I did too. I picked the Vikings too.
I'm more disappointed in the Vikings defense than I am impressed with the.
I got one too. I got one, Slugger. You need. I'm looking at my phone. I'm actually looking at my phone, waiting for the call. I got one. I got an old Michael Vick one. I think I can throw that one on real quick and come out there and do some things. You know what I'm saying? I got an old Michael Vick. I can change the name on the back of it or whatever.
Go on. Like, who's number 7? Like, who's this guy?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that too when it come out. It come out on the 30th. Yeah. I'm gonna check that out. But yeah,
we're gonna have to do a review, talk about it every week.
Yeah.
So, another game that was a blowout. Hold on, let me get back to the page as I was doing that email I got. So another game that was a complete and utter blowout. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on.
What, from last week?
I just looked at it. The Vikings and the Bengals. Eric, while you're still here, the Vikings put on a defensive clinic last year. Like, we have to take a last game, And going back to last year, the Vikings was a dominant defense last year. I don't know how we slept on them. That's the main reason why, or how I almost ended up changing my pick this morning, because the Minnesota Vikings, I had to take into consideration their defense is a different is a different breed. However, it's not looking too good right now. What can we say about last week's defense? I mean, last week's clinic that they put on. Let me give you the numbers. Jake Browning, could that be it? Jake Browning, 19 for 27 for 140 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
104? Did you say?
40.
Oh, 140. I thought you said 104.
Samaje Perine, again, that's not it's not Chase Brown running all over. Samaje Perine, 4 receptions for 21 yards. Taj Brooks, 5 for 17. Jamar Chase, 1 for 9. Jake Browning, 1 for 3. Chase Brown was 10 for 3 yards. That's dismal. Jamar Chase, 5 receptions for 50 yards. Noah Fant was 5 receptions for 26. Drew Sample was 2 receptions for 22 yards with 1 touchdown. Chase Brown was 4 receptions for 17 yards. T. Higgins 1 for 15. Again, we've already talked about 2 receiving duels in AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. Here's another one.
Yep.
Why do you at the beginning of the season?
Jamar Chase
was considered to be the
top 2. Yeah, top 2.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they are.
But a lot of that I feel like is because they don't have their quarterback.
Okay.
They don't have their quarterback. They don't have Joe
Burrow.
Joe Burrow. It makes a difference. Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
I agree with that.
Because we looking at it right now. Even though Minnesota is losing right now, Carson Wentz threw to Justin Jefferson like the first 6 passes coming out the gate. When you have your receiver and you have that rapport with the receivers in which you've been in camp with all season, you know who to look for first. You know, and when Joe Burrow is on that field, he knows who to look for. And with him gone, that's hurting T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, man. That's why. It's in my personal opinion. That's why the Vikings. Yes, they put up 48. They scored drugs Cincinnati, but a lot of it, I feel like it wouldn't have been that type of game if Joe Burrow was there. In my opinion, it wouldn't. We looking at it right now. I mean, CC, we looking at it right now. When you got a quarterback and Aaron Rodgers, he's picking their ass apart. He's literally picking their ass apart. So that's my take on that.
And then I also look at not just the quarterback, but that one kid, Rogers or whatever his name is, had a special day, man. A pick 6, and then he caused the fumble and recovered the fumble and ran it back. You know, a fumble return for a touchdown, and then he was just playing insane. Like I saw one player play insane in that game and probably put that game away single-handedly by himself on the defensive.
Yeah,
he ain't doing that this week.
And again, we just talked about it. When your quarterback has a receiver in which he favors and like it, we're looking at it again. Who they showing on the screen right now? DK Metcalf. Aaron Rodgers built DK Metcalf. That's what quarterbacks love. We all know quarterbacks love a receiver in which they can depend on. Somebody he knows, I'm gonna throw this ball, I guarantee, hey, move the chains. Let's go, move the chain, or hey, let's move, let's get down the field. That's what they do. They love that. They love that about that. And Browning I'm sure he may be getting, I don't even know if he probably was getting first team reps. Well, now that Joe is out, I'm sure he's getting first team reps. But prior to that, was he getting first team reps? You know what I'm saying? Was he allowed to play with Chase and Higgins? You know what I'm saying? Was he able to throw the ball with them, or was he throwing with, the backup receivers? So maybe he has to build that rapport with them to be able to get them the numbers in which they deserve to have out there on that field, in my opinion.
In any case, it's the show must go on. Do you think some of this comes from the fact of they got to look over their shoulder, especially for these quarterbacks like in-state? Tyrod Thomas was serviceable last week, but the expectation is Justin Fields is going to be back. Mac Jones has been good. He's 2-0, right? 2-0. But the expectation is Brock Purdy is going to be back. Do you think sometimes before, like in the case of Browning, that he's not, even if he was cooking, he's not going to allow, they're not going to allow him to continue to be the starting quarterback if you got
you know what? I have to disagree with you, right? And
okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like it depends on the head coaches. Because if that's the case, Nick Foles wouldn't have been an MVP Super Bowl champion. Because what's-McCall was back. Carson Wentz was he was healthy. He could have played. But what's his name? Doug Peterson was like, nah, we gonna stay with Nick. It all depends, bro. I really believe. Yeah, the hot hand. Even with the Cowboys. Remember when what's-McCall came out there and when Dak got hurt and he was cooking for Dallas as the quarterback? Cooper Rush was cooking. Yeah, cooking. Cooper Rush was cooking. Everybody was like, ooh, should we even bring Dak back? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, ooh, should we even bring Dak back? Cooper cooking. I think he won like 5-6 games in a row. Like, so I think it's on the coaching. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you feel about it, CC, but I think it's on the coaching. Sometimes when a person's cooking, you let him cook.
I also think that the backup quarterbacks just ain't, like they just ain't what they used to be in the league. You used to expect a backup quarterback to come in and keep the team afloat. What was his name? Snoop Huntley was doing for Harbaugh them up there when Lamar Jackson would get hurt.
Right.
He'll still get them to the playoffs. You know what I mean?
But isn't that what they look for? Isn't that what they look for, CC, when it comes to backup quarterback? Because I think y'all chime in if I'm wrong. When you look at a backup quarterback, you're not looking at a backup quarterback to carry your team for the rest of the season. However, sometimes that may be the case. You're looking at a quarterback who can come in, make a few throws here and there, and get you wins.
Right.
Just until time for your first string quarterback to get back. So I understand what you're saying, CC, but at the same token, I'm looking at it like, all right, this quarterback, I feel like this Carson Wentz, he can come in, he can do what he need to do, get us back to where we need, get us here for right now, and then will be right back. He'll be back, and then we're going to throw him back, put him back on the bench, put the starter back in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying. But that's just, backups aren't like they used to be.
They're not, because every time Tua goes out, look how sorry Miami gets instantly. They sorry this year with Tua, but I'm saying in the years prior, as soon as Tua go down, that team is done. You don't even count Miami once Tua gets hurt in the previous season. It's like, I think sometimes it's just all about how you step up, because different quarterbacks in those situations have taken advantage of those opportunities, right? Like, look at Baker Mayfield. He went out there and started for Matthew Stafford. He jumped his whole career off by getting on a plane, going to the Rams on a Thursday night game, and proving what he could do there. The next thing you know, he landed in Tampa, and he's been starting ever since. So it's like, sometimes you got to take advantage of the situations you get.
Right. Now, for Browning, I don't know if he's worried about his show. If he's looking over his shoulder, looking at and worried about Joe. 9 times out of 10, Joe is going to be the starter once Joe gets back. But Pat Mahomes, Alex Smith, good one, Scott.
Yeah.
You're right. Remember that? Yeah, good one. Remember that? Yeah. Alex Smith went down. Pat came in, and they never left since.
But
they shipped Alex out of there.
That happened to Alex Smith twice, by the way, because that also happened with Colin Kaepernick.
It did.
But you know what? It came from, which leg segue into another good conversation. Of course, it buys you some time too. What about the players or the quarterbacks that are the coach's quarterback? Colin Kaepernick was Harbaugh's quarterback.
His pick. His actual pick.
Yeah, Smith was there previously. Harbaugh was there for the Colin Kaepernick pick. On the flip side of this, when you look at it, Alex Smith was there, but Mahomes was Reed's pick. What do y'all say to that when it's like the quarterback, when the head coach is like, okay, we got a serviceable person that's in, but I have a hand-picked quarterback that I want to use. When, as a head coach, when do you make that change? When it's not broke.
Go ahead, CC.
Well, for me, it came like Alex Smith both times was injury, right? Like, because he was cooking at. You got to keep in mind he was cooking at Kansas City. He was cooking for the Chiefs until he got hurt, and then he never got his job back. But that injury that he took there was a career-ending injury, pretty much. But before that, Kaepernick, I think Harbaugh. I think it's two different situations. I think Harbaugh was going to go to Kaepernick as soon as he saw an opportunity. You know what I mean? And he saw the opportunity and he made that switch because no matter how good, remember how good Alex Smith was in San Francisco wasn't as good as he was in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? So It was just like, hey, this opportunity right here, the team wasn't going nowhere. You needed some juice. He needed some juice, so he made that switch to Kaepernick. Like, hey, I can get a quarterback in there that they got ready for. You know what I mean? Somebody that can run, somebody a little bit mobile, and that helped them out. That helped him. That actually, I think that saved Harbaugh's job there in San Francisco at the time, if you remember at the time, because him and Alex Smith wasn't really cooking. Alex Smith was good, but he wasn't cooking like he was in Kansas City.
Yeah. When as a coach, you're a head coach, and you kind of handpick your quarterback, man, and you with the expectations that he's gonna come into your organization and be that quarterback. Yeah, of course you're gonna favor that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The only downside of that is, God forbid, he gets injured. And now, what was now your handpicked quarterback is now on the sideline or in rehab or recovering from a injury. A major injury. Now you got this backup. Now all your plans are basically shot because you, in your mind as a coach, had already had what your game plan was going to be with this hand-picked quarterback. If I get this quarterback, man, the things I'm gonna do with this guy, Alex Smith. If I get this quarterback, the things I'm gonna do with Lamar Jackson, Baltimore. These things like that, man. These are the things that you feel like you're ready to take this team to the next level. But an injury can change all of that, the trajectory of all of that. And that's where, when the backup, a lot of times, like, what movie was that? I want to say Any Given Sunday, when Robert De Niro was like, he really didn't even know who the backup was in Willie Beeman. Like, Al Pacino. I'm sorry, I said Robert De Niro. Al Pacino, he didn't even really know Willie Beeman. He was like, he looking at him in his face like he ain't never seen this kid before, because he was so stuck on his first string quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He was stuck on him. But then when his first string quarterback got put out, now we're relying on Willie Beeman. But Willie Beeman got a different style. Willie Beeman don't coincide with what he had as a game plan as a quarterback. Because why? Again, goes back to his mindset of what he expected of the hand-picked quarterback that he had, the one he wanted. And now he's no longer there. We got Willie Beeman, who's more like a Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick or Donovan McNabb or whatever. Oh, it's different. Can he win? Yeah, he can. He can win. We've seen it. We saw what he could do, but you gotta let him cook. You gotta let him cook. You can't let him put all the ingredients in, and you don't let him cook the main dish. Why he got all the ingredients in, but you let somebody else cook the dish?
Exactly.
You feel me? That's just me though. That's just me.
Speaking of that, a slight caveat off. You just talked about Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What are your top 6 sports movies of all time? I wouldn't even limit it to football based. It's a good amount of football ones. What are your top 6?
I don't know if I got 6. I don't know if I got 6. I may have 5, but if it was me, I'm gonna
put together 6 as we were talking, because it's probably like, so we're probably gonna have some of the same ones. I'm very sure there's another one out there that y'all haven't even thought about. Like, oh shit! So like, what?
I'm gonna give you mine. I'm gonna say The Program, Any Given Sunday, Remember the Titans.
I have Remember the Titans.
Yeah, The Program, Remember the Titans, Any Given Sunday. In all football, right? We doing all football?
Yeah, football. We say with football. Yeah.
What's the one? Friday night? Is it Friday
Night Lights?
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
And and Wildcats. I take Wildcats. I love that one too. Wildcats. I'll take Wildcats.
Talk about that, but y'all talk about the big guys.
Yeah, Wildcats.
That's what made me think of that.
Yeah, Wildcats. That's a good one. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. Wildcats was a good one. That's a classic. That's a straight classic. when Wesley Snipes was a young whippersnapper. Wesley Snipes was a young whippersnapper back then. Yeah, I'll take that. That's my 5.
I mean, I pretty much got the same movies. I don't see no different ones to really add in there. Really,
I throw some out there. Varsity Blues.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Also,
the Odessa Premium, right?
Draft Day.
That's a great one. I forgot about
Draft Day with Kevin Costner. That's the one with Kevin Costner.
Oh, yeah. Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout.
That's like an action movie. Yeah. Last Boy Scout.
Yeah.
What's the other one with I just had it when you said it. What was Show Me the Money?
Yeah. What is that one? Yeah, Show Me the Money.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire. Waterboy.
I ain't watched that. Waterboy.
Adam Sandler. Yeah, that's
Adam Sandler. Waterboy's a good one. No, I heard him wasn't good, man. It's a gothic type, deep, scary movie. I heard it wasn't good. I didn't want to see that. I don't feel like that matches. I don't feel like that storyline matches with
Marlon
horror. Yeah, with horror. I heard Marlon Wayans did a good job.
Peele did it, so it definitely had a different mindset, just like Get Out. Some of the other movies in which he did, so it stayed in that where I think it was more of a woke film than it was to be entertaining. But then it was another one in which I was still thinking about. Green Machine. It's the original and the remake.
You talking about The Longest Yard? The Longest Yard, baby.
The Longest Yard. Yes.
I like the original with Burt Reynolds. I like the original.
Yeah, I like the remake.
What about the Adam Sandler?
Yeah, the remake was good.
I like the remake too. The Longest Yard. I forgot about that one too.
So if looking at that, and we decided we're going to remake one of these movies, which one would we remake?
Any Given Sunday.
Which one is untouchable? Which one?
Any Given Sunday. So Any Given Sunday for me is a remake. I would be able to remake that one. That one, or because of Wildcats is so old. Wildcats is so old. Yeah, them two.
It's another one. I can't remember the name of it, man. It was I want to say it was Kurt Russell and Robin Williams, where he wear the white shoes. When he put the white shoes on, they do the reunion. They do the high school reunion game against a team that they rival back in the days, and Robin Williams, like when I forgot the name, but Kurt Russell with the white shoes, like he come out and put the white shoes on, and then he go to work on that field, man. I like that movie too.
I don't think I've seen that one. I ain't heard that. I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that one.
I can't remember the name of it. That's a classic though, with Robin Williams and Kurt Russell.
And you know what? It's funny because CC saying that made me think it brings up other one. Little Giants is another one.
Oh, Little Giants! I remember Little Giants. I remember Little Giants.
So it's a few out there and stuff like that. So
but I would remake Wildcats or Any Given Sunday.
Is there anyone that's untouchable? Is there one that's untouchable?
Oh, remember the Titans. You can't.
I'm with CC. Yeah, I'm with that one. I'm with CC on that one. Don't touch that one. Leave that one alone. Don't touch that one. That's a classic. Don't touch that one. Leave that one alone.
And the program would be hard to follow too. Like some of that content is a little bit.
Remember yesterday, Trey? Remember yesterday, Trey, in practice, I said I always used to watch a football movie before I played football. That was the one. The program. I always watch the program. I always watch the program.
The program.
I always watch the program. That's when I not. Yeah, that's when I played. Yeah, that was it, bro. I used to watch that when I was playing semi-pro when I was over and playing in Europe. I used to watch that. I had that Joker stay in the VCR. All I had to do was press play and let that Joker play, bro. I watched that every time. Every time.
CC, what's your inspiration of a football movie?
For me, inspirational football movie is really I like Any Given Sunday because it was like, man, it had so many different elements to it, right? Like the Lawrence Taylor character was one of my favorite characters. Like Like,
he played that part, bro.
I need one stop. I'm gonna get this million. I'm gonna get this million. I'm gonna get this bonus, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this million.
Yeah.
I love that aspect of the movie, man. You know,
it was
a good movie.
It was that.
Another one that the Replacements.
Oh yeah,
the Replacements.
The
Replacement. Keanu Reeves. Not Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Keanu Reeves because he was quarterback. Reeves. Yeah, he played the quarterback.
From a player aspect, it would be for me. It's I think it's Remember the Titans. For me,
Remember the Titans.
But is what you wouldn't mess with it, or you would play it back?
Inspiration. The inspirational one is Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like I don't tend to watch old movies too much, but just in like the last couple of months, I sit and watch the whole Remember the Titans all over again. I just had it.
I could watch that. I could watch that I could watch that over and over again. Remember the Titans, the program, Any Given Sunday. Those ones I could watch them over and over and over again. I can't never watch that enough. Never. Yeah, Willie Beam. Oh man, come on. And that goes so far just because of the fact that part that has gone for decades because of the fact just of that Willie Beeman part because of him making that video and being the dude and all of that. Like that goes so far right now.
So, but because I try to do my sports agent thing and stuff like that. Draft day is like up there for me.
I like draft day. I'm with you. I like draft day because for us who's never all we see is what we see on TV. But for us to be behind the scenes and see how things really transactions really go in a draft weekend or leading up to the draft, that's what intrigued me about that movie. Because you be like, damn, it's really some cutthroat type shit out there that be going on. When it comes to like that dude traded away all his first round picks, bro. All the picks, bro.
He got him back.
But he got him back. But damn, bro, for a quarterback, we just talked about quarterback. For a quarterback,
that turned out not to even be the real, not turn out to even be the real deal.
When he had one, which is crazy, which we just talked about, he had a quarterback. That wasn't shabby. They just didn't. A lot of the owners and all of them really didn't believe him. They wanted to move on from him. You know what I'm saying?
They wanted
to go in a different route because they felt this up and coming quarterback was finna be that dude.
It's sort of like Bill Belichick all them years trying to get rid of Tom Brady, right?
Right.
You brought in this guy's replacement like 3 times, and neither time did it work out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. This man, you got rid of the man, bro. Like, and then Tom Brady to another team and wins a Super Bowl. Like, come on, bro. And he goes get his old, and then he go get his old tight end and say, "Hey, come over here with me. I want to win one more. Then you can retire again." Yeah, come play with me. Let's win one for Tampa Bay, and then you can retire again. Don't worry about it. Like, come on, bro.
But so it brings back because there was a lot of stuff in that movie. You think about it. Think about the whole when they went and found out what was the character of the quarterback that was supposed to be number one, and they they put $1 in it. You know what I'm saying? And then so it put me in the mind of remember Mac was in the process was coming out of Buffalo. And he was looking at, and they was wondering, like, who's this dude that's out of Buffalo when you got all these hair? Like, out of Buffalo? Really? That's what we're looking at, a number one player out of Buffalo? And when you got, who came out with Mac at the same time? Other heritage schools with quarterbacks? So it kind of, like, put me in that same mindset of, like you said, and this is the willing and dealing, like calling. And because I know Bishop talked about the other day, I laughed, because when the old dude, like I said, hit me with some trash deal for my for the fantasy. And I was like, I'm not finna. Like, bro, that's not so the willing and dealing and stuff where sometimes you do things because you got to look at what you got. So it was definitely one of those. But I very much so enjoyed it, without a doubt.
I was surprised y'all didn't mention Rudy, man, because a lot of people like that movie, Rudy.
Rudy. I forgot about Rudy too.
What's the one with Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg, where he came off the street to play for Philly? That was a good movie.
Wait, okay. What was the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. where he was radio? Radio. It was called Radio. Okay, Radio. Yeah, that one too.
And then the Kurt Warner story. That's a pretty good movie too. Like if y'all haven't seen that one, that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I want to see that one. I'm glad you said that because I want to see that one because Kurt Warner came here to San Antonio. He came here to San Antonio to recover from that season-ending injury. That he came to I forget the name of it. It's on Lackland, or not Lackland, but the Army base here. I can't think of the name of it. I don't know why, but Randolph. He came here. Randolph. He came here for that. Alex Smith. It was right there on the tip of my tongue. They did all that, like all of Alex Smith's major recovery from that major injury happened here in San Antonio. And that man almost lost his leg.
Yeah,
he almost lost his leg.
He almost lost his life.
That too. Yeah, facts. He almost lost his leg and his life.
Jason Taylor, same thing, like almost like that bruise and had to release the pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm glad you said that because I want to see that. I want to see that story about Alex Smith because I heard about. I think I seen on YouTube or I think they showed something on TV, something about him, how he because he came back from it. He did come back from that injury. He got back on the field from that injury, from that major injury, but it didn't last long because he lost pretty much 80% of his leg muscle mass in that leg, down below his leg or whatever. So like it's a tragic story, but yeah, definitely.
I'm finna get this top. Give me a second. Get this top 3 in there.
Too much, too little, too late. Come on.
It is, man. It's over Minnesota. Boy, I don't know. Boy, Eric, your boys is woo. I don't know what to say about your boys, bro.
They're gonna be 2-2 after the day. Look at that. They Gainwell running all over them.
And we had Gainwell killing them.
Gainwell is just running all over
killing them. We had Gainwell too. He already got 2 touchdowns, I think. I think Kenneth got 2 touchdowns already.
Which is crazy because he's backing up. He's backing up Warren because he's injured.
He won't be backing him up too long. He won't be backing him up too much longer. He keep running like that. Yeah, this is I don't know. It's an interesting game. I mean, Pittsburgh looking like if they find this defense, they keep playing defense like this for the rest of the season. It might be trouble. A game we didn't talk about. A game we didn't talk about that I want to mention while we're taking a moment.
Go ahead.
The game I want to mention is those damn Ravens. Man, look. The Ravens, man.
I don't know what to say about them.
For a team that people keep saying Super Bowl bound, they sure find ways to
lose them. Lose them.
Derrick Henry has no proper form with a football, bro. It's like, hey, bro, put the ball in the right arm where it's supposed to be, and then tuck it when you're about to get hit, and you won't stop trying to push everybody. He think he can Debo everybody, and they just knock the ball right out of his hand.
Because he's so focused about Deboing people, he ain't protecting the ball, and they know that.
Like protect the ball, man. Protect the football. And then on top of that, like I think they too cute. I think they come out trying to be too cute, for real. Like what I saw, how you give up 7 sacks to the Detroit Lions, bro? Like nobody, one of the fastest men in the game got sacked 7 times, people. How you let that happen?
That's literally crazy, bro. Like I don't know how you allow that to happen, bro. That's literally crazy.
How you allow that? Like, I just saw Lamar Jackson being a little, been a little too cute with the passes, being a little too cute in the backfield and stuff, man. Slipping all over the place, not really taking the Lions seriously. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
So
if they ever start calling him Dan Marino, that's funny.
Because we know Dan never won a Super. Oh no, Dan never won a Super Bowl, right?
Dan never won a Super Bowl.
Right, but
he went to one though.
Yeah, but he never won one. Yeah, never won one. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right quick, so we can get into this, so we get a chance. We first information decided to do a power ranking. So this week, the first week in this inauguration, we're going to do the top 5, so that way we'll be ready to go with the full top 32 come next week. But this week we got the top 5. So what we did is, of course, algorithm, average, and all that type of stuff. If you know, you know. And it's interesting what came out. So at number 5 for the first formations, Football Manifest power ranking for through week 3. At number 5 we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So as we said, we talked about earlier, Bishop discussed and talked about Baker Mayfield. I've always thought Baker Mayfield is a gritty quarterback, in which that shows on the field. But he's going to be without Evans this week. He gets Chris Goddard back supposedly. Even he was potentially on the chopping block for this week with an injury, but he's expected to play this week. And Coach Gaduka. Is there any more we can say about this? Is 5 a good ranking for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Y'all think? Y'all agree?
Mm-hmm. I do. I feel like Tampa Bay, they've proven themselves. They're still undefeated. They've proven themselves. They're going up against us today, which is going to be a major game for them, for us. Like I said, they are our Achilles heel. They bounced us out one season. I think it was 2 seasons ago. To stop us from making it any further into the playoffs. But Baker Mayfield, again, tonight's game is going to be something to look at because, again, he doesn't have Mike Evans. So I think 5 is a great spot for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. I think that's where they deserve that spot. CC?
Yeah, I think so. I think I had no problem with Tampa Bay being the number 5 team right now. And I was wrong about their defense. They finding ways to win games. I thought that defense was going to be too old, but they finding ways to win. Hats off to Baker Mayfield and Todd Bowles for getting it done.
Facts.
Next up at 4, interesting. The Indianapolis Colts. I have been watching Daniel Jones for a while. Now, he was in New York, and even then in New York, I like Daniel Jones. I would have hoped that he would have been a 49er after it was all said and done. But as we talked about earlier, coaches going after who they want and who they're looking at getting. Of course, he had a chance to get Mac Jones because he was looking at drafting Mac Jones when they ended up taking Trey Lance. He got him. Daniels, I think, would have been a better option, but of course they went another route. He now has the Colts clicking after 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks for him to even have to do a punt. Now, were they going to sustain that? I don't think so. Gentlemen, the Colts at number 4 of 32. Are y'all cool with that?
Go ahead, CC.
I don't know. That's a little high. I can't believe we got them that high. But
I can't either. Okay, that's why I want you to go first. I'm like,
top 10, but that high? Woo, man.
I'm like,
but it is what it is, though, right? So it's like, hey,
it is.
I said Daniel Jones was on my no excuses list. The coach Shane Steichen, the coach in general, and they looking like they gonna run away. They're like they, unless the Jaguars gonna give them a fight, look like they gonna run away with that division, even if they keep on this pace. Like, hats off to Daniel Jones. For me, the Giants had this guy, and he wasn't that good in a Giants uniform. So I don't know what reformed about him, or was it just playing in the Giants organization, or playing for that, the Giants offense or something? Because he looked like a different player right now. Daniel Jones does.
Jones, I hope continue on. Jonathan Taylor is being Jonathan Taylor. We're coming in. He's like, in my opinion, he's like an underrated running back, but he gets the work done, especially when he's healthy. But I think it's interesting. We're gonna see how it comes, how we end up putting them after this week. But as of week 3, the Indianapolis Colts are that squad.
I just don't know, man. The Colts, I mean, their defense is playing well. Jones is doing well. The Colts is a team that nobody saw coming into this season making things like this happen. And so it is what it is. I mean, the Colts, they put up mad points against the Titans, but it was the Titans. We got to keep that in mind. It was the Titans. It wasn't like they was, it wasn't a team in which was going to really be formidable to them. It was the Titans. They put up 40 points against the Titans, I want to say. What was it? 40? Punch. Yeah, 41. No, they beat 41 to 20. Yeah, 41 to 20 on the Titans field. They beat them on the road. So the Colts is what it is.
That's the most ridiculous thing. No punts. I think I never heard of that. No punts until week 3. Like that's like a college team.
At number 3. At number 3.
Whoa, excuse me.
At number 3. the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost called him Bobby Hebert. Justin Herbert leads the charge, putting them in position now at number 3.
3-0.
Is Harbaugh that dude? Is the Harbaugh family
too early to say? Oh yeah, family wise, yes, but too early to say if Harbaugh's that dude though. Too early.
I'm gonna put it out there. I like Harbaugh as a turnaround coach, but you got to keep in mind until you win the Super Bowl, until you put some rings on it, it ain't nothing. You just good at turning the team around. Just you're just good at turning the organization around and making them competitive. Until you start winning Super Bowls with it, and then it's all for naught, Jim. You got to finish it.
But you got to look at stuff like this, bro. Like, look how much time this dude got to throw this damn ball. Like, god dang, bro, he had all evening. Like, where are you doing that at, bro? Like, any quarterback is going to be able to pick you apart when you allow that much time to throw a football. Just being completely honest, not taking any. He is. He's doing his thing. He's playing good ball. Again, this is against Denver. Look at this though. This is horrible. Where you allow this at, bro? That's trash. You can't allow stuff like that. That's just bad. You can't do that. But Harbaugh, I mean, the Chargers at 3.
I like the Chargers, but
I do too.
And I think I think Harbaugh's a good coach, but he gotta, just like he struggled in the college to beat Ohio State. He got to win a Super Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got to win one.
He does. He do.
So when we look at
to meet up with his brother, yeah, I feel like he got to win the Super Bowl.
So I mean, of course, his brother has a one up on him because he beat
him
he does.
in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl in 2012. But when we're talking about the families, you have the Schottenheimers, you have the Shanahans, you have what's his name? The brothers from that's on y'all old coach. I can't even think of his name right now. He's on NFL in ESPN's NFL Live as well. Oh, Ryan, the Ryan family.
Oh, the Ryan.
Rex Ryan.
Oh, Rex Ryan, the Ryan family.
The Ryan.
Talking about Buddy Ryan, they daddy.
Buddy and all that. Buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan. Yeah.
Buddy Ryan, yeah. And Rex.
Yeah.
Buddy and Rex.
Buddy, so saying their family, like I said, the Shanahans, Schottenheimers. Who else is another family that's there? But when you look at all those, the Harbaughs that we just said, the Harbaughs, how would you put those in pecking order? Is the Shanahan family top tier? Is that the number one coaching family? I know we might be missing some, but when you look at it, would you say Shanahan and company is number one? The Schottenheimers, Harbaughs, the Ryans, who y'all going with?
That's a tough one, but I look at it like I like the Harbaughs. I just wish they win more jewelry, right? Like I mean, for real, just win more jewelry. The Shanahans, Mike Shanahan got a couple of Super Bowls under his belt, right? He won like 2 Super Bowls or something, but he always had highly competitive teams. Kyle seemed to be doing the same thing when it comes to coaching. And they putting a lot of coaches into the league.
Minnesota! Oh, is he gonna make it out? He didn't. You don't allow it. You don't get caught like that. Minnesota
put a lot of
they ain't out of this game, y'all. They not out of this game. I know, Eric. They not out of this game.
Addison with the play. Addison with the play. He got caught though.
Yes, I said you don't allow yourself to get caught. You won't get caught. If he wasn't backpedaling, he could have took that to the house.
That was like saying, what's his name? Quarterbacking right now, Carson Wentz is like, come on, man, that dude was wide open.
But yeah,
this is his first game back though. His first game back.
Who's first game back?
Hey, but
Addison, yeah. If he wouldn't been backpedaling, if he hadn't been backpedaling, he catching him on the run, he'd probably score.
Yeah. He had a backpedal on fantasy. Oh, that was a blown coverage. How did they let him back? Who ran them down? Goodness.
So, but for me, it's got to be. Man, that's tough to say. What I like the. I'm a defensive guy, so I like the Buddy Ryan, that 4-6. He invented his own defense, the 4-6 for the 85 Bears. He was a part of that great defense, and then he got to coach. What's his name? he got the coach Reggie White and what's his name? Man, he rest in peace to Brown. He had a good defensive line in Philly and stuff like that. So I like the Ryans. I think the Ryans are a good coaching family tree.
Yeah, I think yeah. I think it might even be a few more out there, but it's definitely they're definitely coming up with different schemes. And then we
oh my God, these cats can't even score.
The Shanahans have an extensive tree when you look at it, because you have the McVays, you have the LaFleurs, you have McVay, you have LaFleur. They have coming out the Shanahan tree as well, and some of them are technically in the family because they're married to the daughters of the Shanahan family. So I think Shanahan might be the top tier family when you look at that. At number 2, based on our ranking, the Philadelphia Eagles at number 2.
There's nothing to be said about that, bro. There's nothing to be said.
There's deserving.
There it goes.
Pushing for the one, honestly.
It was a tough pick between them and Buffalo for me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
What was your deciding factor? Why did you go?
He said it before we got on the show. Yeah, before we got on the show. But go ahead.
It was, I think Buffalo can score more points in games. I mean, it's sad that it comes down to that. I think Philly got a better defense, but we know that you got to score points when it counts. And I think Josh Allen is burning up the league right now. He seems unstoppable. He looks like he's going to win back-to-back MVP if he keeps on this pace. I mean, that's just my opinion right now. Like, we're not hearing. I wish we was mentioning Jalen Hurts amongst MVPs, stuff like that, but it don't seem like Philly won't allow that kind of stuff to happen. So until Philly allow the offense to open up, man, I got to go with Buffalo at the number 1 spot.
And I totally understand that in regards to what CC is saying. Until you are able to be, well-rounded, because I don't feel like as an Eagles fan, as I'm watching the Eagles play, we're not well-rounded. We're not. We run the ball. We try to run the ball so heavily, and we try to depend on our run game so much. It's ridiculous, and it aggravates the hell out of me. So I totally agree with the Eagles being at number 2. Because of the fact that we just not all around. We're not an all-around team. Our defense is keeping us in a great deal of these games. And then the game against the Rams, we know the defense did everything in regard, or special teams, should I say. Special teams did a lot, as well as defense, too. They did a lot, too. But to be able to do that, because they was up, 19-7 at halftime?
Yeah. 26-7 in the game.
So that speaks a lot for our defense and what we were, as a defensive team, what we were capable of doing. But like I totally agree with CC. I feel like at this point, we're not where we need to be be considered number 1. We're not.
I say, of course, the number 1 team being the Buffalo Bills for all the reasons in which was just mentioned. My hat is off to Jared Allen because he's a kid from California. He went to Wyoming. Like, who would have thought anyone going to Wyoming? No different than Carson Wentz going to North Dakota State. You know what I'm saying? These schools are schools, when you sit and think about it, like these aren't the top tier schools when we think about the pigskin, when it comes down to it. But yet these are people, in which it brings us to the fact of the matter, like, it don't make a difference what school you go to. You can flourish because we've seen a couple. USC has had a couple that have been there, and you be like, what is going on? So it's all about the individual. Jared Allen has been a long time coming, and now he's on the stage. Would y'all say the only thing left for him is to get to a Super Bowl or to win a Super Bowl? Is it?
Oh, Jared Allen is
Josh Allen, he got to win.
Josh, you mean he's saying Jared, but he meant Josh.
Especially for Josh Allen. Especially for Josh Allen and the Buffaloes, because remember Buffaloes in the 90s? The Bills in the 90s?
Yeah.
4 straight Super Bowls.
If he wins a Super Bowl in Buffalo, they gonna tear that Bills Mafia gonna tear that mother down. They gonna tear it down.
Yeah,
they gonna tear it down.
Yeah, that's facts. And Buffalo is on that same trajectory as Baltimore, the Ravens. They are a team that has all the weapons. They just can't get over the hump, bro. They can't get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Cook has been cooking out there in Buffalo. He's been doing what he's been doing as a running back. He's been playing well. Josh has been playing well. They just can't seem, when it comes to the postseason, they can't seem to find that last little niche they need to get that dub for that Lombardi trophy, in my personal opinion. They have a great team. Their defense is stout. Their offense, like I said, we've all know they have a great offensive weapons, tight ends, wide receivers, everything. They are a well-rounded offensive juggernaut. But they just can't get it done. They can't get it done when it counts, man. They can't get it done when it counts.
Okay, for those that's not watching the game update, the Minnesota Vikings just kicked, of course, the onside kick. Had to re-kick it. 2 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the game. Minnesota's down by 3 points. Pittsburgh just got the ball
one
back.
timeout and a 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they got. They can't allow them to get no first downs.
Yeah, first down is going to be, or two, even 1 or 2 first downs is going to be detrimental because they're not going to be able to stop the ball, stop the clock. But we've seen times before people's coaching.
For last week, we seen a lot. They could kick this field goal or try and kick a field goal and get a block and ran back for a touchdown. And now Buffalo won the game. So we can definitely see it could happen.
What do y'all think as we watch this game? What do you think about the reemergence of Aaron Rodgers? Do you think
it's expected?
Okay, expected. All right, that's what you
expected.
Well, I think he's playing better. I think he got a little bit more confidence in Pittsburgh. I think you got a better coaching staff, man. Like I think that makes a difference. You got a better head coach that you believe in, and they believe in you. They wanted you there. Like it wasn't like the Jets where they lured you there or something and was experimenting. You in a spot where the coach actually adores your play and actually you got a coach that you believe in too. I think that make a difference for a leader of a team, a quarterback coming out to lead the team. Which I want to say this though, because one game we forgot to mention, man, that was a crazy game, was Green Bay losing to them darn Browns.
Cleveland Browns. That's insane.
But the Cleveland Browns played a great defensive game last week, man. That was great defense.
Yeah.
Like great defense and special teams. That was another one where they blocked the kick. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where they made some plays.
Yep. That was another block kick one. Yep. Special teams last week was everything.
Special teams is
everything, bro. That was everything last week. That was the week of the special teams, bro. If you was on special teams last week, you was it. For those who had special teams and defense on their fantasy last week, you had some big numbers. And especially, man, listen, those teams that got the block kicks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Speaking of fantasy, First Formations Fantasy League, there was only 4 undefeated teams. Well, our official fantasy league, there's only 4 undefeated teams, and 2 of those undefeated teams are currently on the line right now at 3-0.
Somebody gotta lose.
But only one of those fantasy teams is a defending champion.
Whoa. I'm undefeated, ain't I?
Yes, you are.
I'm undefeated, right? I'm undefeated this year, right?
Like,
I done up my little fantasy game just a little bit, people. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, people. Just a little bit, people.
For real. Just a little bit.
Aaron Rodgers beat us. Who was with Green Bay? So
yeah, he did.
So this time down.
Looking at, we got 30 minutes.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, you son of a gun! Watch this block Aaron Rodgers gives, bruh. That's what bruh. Watch this block. When y'all see it, ain't because watch this block Aaron Rodgers gives toward the end because this is a busted up play. What?
After this, I got another question for y'all. As I'm looking, it brings back a question, but let me see this play right quick.
You see it, CC?
Yeah, I seen it.
It's coming up.
Aaron runs up.
It's a delay. Hold up.
Bow! He knocks that boy off of him. Aaron Rodgers, man.
Come on.
That's why they say
Aaron Rodgers.
Come on. He made it a third one. That should have been like a 3rd and 10, third and 15. He made it a 3rd and 1 by making that block.
Yep. Good block by Aaron Rodgers to come up.
Yeah,
and help
damn
him
good
out.
block. Yeah.
So if
the quarterback that wants to win, people.
That puts you in the mind
right.
of what we talked about the other day. And with Cam Newton, can get down for that ball.
Right. When he win that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, of course, the situation is different. They was nowhere close. But what I was getting ready to ask, right? As we know, it's all about the mighty dollar and what's going on. What do y'all think about the NFL and these over out of the country games? Brazil, Ireland, Germany, Mexico. What do you think about it? What's y'all take on it?
I mean, I think we talked about touched on this before, and I think the international games is a good look internationally, but I think the risk to me is traveling, right? Like, God forbid one of those planes fall out of the sky or something, man. Like, then you lose your whole team. So I think that's the risk involved. I don't know what the medical facilities are like overseas and stuff. In some of those places that they go to, but hopefully no serious injuries and stuff like that. And trying to get back to the States. So yeah, I think some of that stuff I think it comes down to that. But for me, I think it's good internationally to see people. I didn't know that many. First of all, I didn't know that many places love football like that. I didn't know they love football in Brazil like that.
Yeah.
If y'all had the choice to go to a game, what country would it be in, and who would you want to see? If you can mesh that together, go to the game. What's the teams in which you want to see at that destination?
For me, it's a place I haven't been, which I like the Brazil. Well, I've been to Brazil, but let's talk. Germany would be my second pick because I think it's relatable, right? And they have more. I think they have more traditional fans, and they have a huge U.S. base over there too. So I think I feel comfortable with somewhere like Germany to watch the game. To see the game.
What teams would it be? The Cowboys.
Hey, that's the Delay game.
It is. They got him. They got it. They got it.
I was like, that ain't Delay game. That's Delay game.
Yeah, they got it. I think they wanted to kick anyway.
I want to see a good end. I want to see a good ending to this game. I want to see if Wentz can get down there and tie this
Minnesota
game.
might fool around and win this game, yo.
I want to see if they can get down there and tie this game up. Like,
they might fool. That's the best case scenario is to tie it up. The worst case scenario is they come out and win. You remember that one year when they did it against Minnesota did that against the I think it was against the Saints in that playoff game. And remember that last throw? And he got that. Stephon Diggs
worked on that tackle.
That was Stephon Diggs.
You heard of that young man since. After that young man missed that tackle, did he even play again? Like I never heard that young man again.
Yeah, bro. I think that's Carson Wentz.
While we taking a little time, Trey, I want to say this as a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Carson Wentz right here.
As a Dallas Cowboy fan, I was humiliated by the effort put forth against those Chicago Bears. I mean, come on, man. It's so pitiful to have a secondary. It's one thing to have a secondary getting burnt, but it's another thing to have a secondary that looks so confused and looks so out of it that you don't even want to cover nobody. Nobody was trying
that. I can't believe that, CC.
But Trey, before the show went off, I think you went off the show, but before the show went off, what did I say to you, Trey? I did say I expect Caleb Williams to have a record-breaking
game. No, he didn't catch it in. He didn't catch it in.
So, going off of what you said about Caleb.
Wentz just threw a pick. He didn't catch it in, though. I don't think he caught it in.
So, going in what we was just talking about, CC, Caleb Williams. Do you think Caleb is growing in?
Not 2 feet in.
In his system, in this new system. I mean, it's probably a little early. Like I said, after this week, I was up and really started engaging because, like I said, I was going to give it the first quarter. Is Caleb Williams, in y'all opinion, starting to or be a little effective with the new system, with his new coach?
No, he's not. He didn't catch that in. He didn't have the full ball. He didn't have the full ball by the time right when he got control. That's when he got I don't think they're gonna give it to him because he 1 foot. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he did.
He caught that.
Yeah, maybe he did. Now
at that angle, they just caught it.
Yeah, at that angle, maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did. He made it. Carson Wentz ass. That boy, he was covered. Yeah, he threw the game because he was covered like a motherfucker. That wasn't even. He He was not open at all.
He tried, but he tried to throw him open.
He couldn't. Wasn't no more sideline left.
Pierre broke on that.
Wasn't no sideline left. But this is the thing. I don't know. I've been watching this game. When the last time y'all seen him throw the freaking Justin Jefferson?
Oh, that was underthrown.
In a minute.
Right? He ain't threw to Justin Jefferson since. Look, he was all over him. He was not open. He was not open.
What a way to end this game. Now, he doesn't have it right there, and he catches it right there, but with both feet in bounds. Look like both feet.
But he didn't have control. See, right there, he gets control on that second bobble. That's why I say he ain't have it. You gonna see
it. Have control right there. So I think he got it right there, and did that foot come down in bounds? Oh man, that's tough.
So I think
it's out of bounds.
It looks like
he don't have it.
It looked like he had possession on the second foot, and then when the receiver tried to pull it out,
they overturned it. They overturned it.
They did.
Yeah, second and 10, he didn't have it.
Yeah,
he didn't catch that.
He didn't have it.
Woo, boy, Carson Wentz needs to wipe his brow real quick because that was horrible.
Oh, he almost threw another one. This nigga, bro, get Carson Wentz out of there, bro. Y'all, he almost threw another one. He almost threw another one.
They don't have a choice. It's like they don't have a choice right now. Oh man!
He almost threw, you see it? He almost threw another one.
And then what is he doing? Oh, flag on Pittsburgh though.
Yeah, hold on defense. Oh, he held the shit out of him. Yeah, he held the shit out of him. Oh, he almost
it's interesting to watch as we watch this game live. It's interesting to watch and see, man. Carson Wentz he played lights out last week. So you was thinking but Pittsburgh seemed to have him kind of rattled because that's a bad throw. Why didn't he just take the guy in front?
Yeah, he played lights out against the Bengals though. But Bengals,
Addison was wide open right there on that play, and then he forced it over the top of Addison. Addison was open, man.
Oh no, he ain't. He got. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah,
it's over. It's over. Carson Wentz can't. It's over. Oh, offsides on the defense. Offsides on the defense.
This was given to you.
Look at it.
Oh yeah, he got a big jump. Watt got a big jump right there.
They got him for offsides.
Man, but you got to. In my opinion, Carson Wentz, man, you can't keep taking sacks like that. You got to throw the ball. Throw it out of bounds. You roll out.
Throw it away. That's all you got to do. Throw it away. That's what I was saying when he was in Philly. He don't never want to throw the ball away like he has to throw it to somebody. Throw the damn ball away, bro.
Throw it away. Live to play another down, man.
Another down. Don't take a loss. Why are you taking losses? For what?
And time off the clock when you ain't got nothing left. Like you need all the time you can get to try to get down this field. And the refs helping you out right now.
They really are.
Come on, Carson, man.
They really are.
Come on.
So you got just under a minute remaining in this game.
There you go.
Ooh.
What our picks looking like? We waiting on this one. But what's the picks looking like? Because two of us picked this game.
Yeah, two of us picked this game. Yeah. We ain't made the picks. What picks? I ain't putting no picks in.
No, that's what he's saying.
The game's about to start.
Pick here in a minute.
Yeah, we got
15 minutes to the game.
Yeah, after this game in, then we're gonna get into it. I already got it locked and ready to go.
Yeah, because the pick.
He got. Oh nope, that's intentional grounding. Yep, that's intentional grounding because he wasn't outside the tackle. He was not outside the tackle. Carson Wentz is a dumbass.
What's Reichert's distance?
Oh my God! Now you want to throw it away?
Yeah, that was CC. Yeah. Now that part. Now you want to throw away when you get intentional grounding. Like stupid.
And then you didn't even get into the line of scrimmage. He's like, it's a guy over there.
Everybody knows Carson Wentz does his same. He does the same move to try and escape. He does the exact same move. His escape move is that little spin. That little spin. That's why we got rid of him. That's why I was happy we got rid of him.
Right there, when he had the first chance to throw that ball away, he should have threw it.
He did.
On ground and
he didn't.
Yeah, it's like, come on, Carson Wentz. This game is coming down to you blowing it. He's no Sam Darnold. I'm just playing, but yeah, man.
He ain't no Sam Darnold. He ain't no Sam Darnold. He damn sure ain't. He ain't nobody. He ain't nobody. Now they back at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 26. They can't even try. They trying to get in field goal range now.
Then they have to take a 10-second runoff, right?
Yeah, I think
Or
so.
does
Yeah.
that not apply?
Look at
That's
this.
crazy.
Why are you dumping it? You have no timeouts. None. You have no timeouts, bro. Why are you throwing underneath? Just because they give it to you, you can't throw that pass. You have no timeouts. None. Now it's third down. Like, you can't run that play. That play is, you cannot take the play.
So Hockenson, you can't run that play. Third down, now you gotta go.
You
Now you
cannot
gotta
take that
throw
because
it.
he can spike. Well, he's finna spike it, so now it's third down.
What you spiking it for on third down?
They don't have no
fourth
timeouts.
down, right?
They don't
Didn't
have
he
no
just spike
timeouts.
it on third down?
They don't have no timeouts. They have to. They have to stop that because it'd be under 5 seconds. He had to spike.
But he spiked the ball on third down, right? So now it comes down to fourth down. They got one play.
Oh,
well, yeah, that's what he said. He had to spike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Give him a play for them to get a
give him a play.
play.
To even give him a play.
Man, you gotta just line up and run the play, right? Like you gotta run something. Like 4th and 13. Come on, man. You gotta get on the ball.
Play. You ran that dumbass play on second down. That was dumb. On third down.
Then they finna get delay a game. Now they got delay a game.
Oh, this is Hail Mary. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
They got delay a game.
That's all you can do. How you get a delay a game on? Yeah.
Hey, Carson Wentz fell apart at the end of this game.
Yeah. Now all you got is a Hail Mary.
At the end of this game.
All you got is a Hail Mary now. That's it.
Carson Wentz fell apart at the end of this game.
You may be able to throw out of bounds, but you're going to have to throw deep out of bounds. Deep toward the sideline out of bounds. And he has to get out. He cannot.
Right? If you're the coach, you just shaking your head at your quarterback. You fell.
He threw in the middle of the field, bro. He threw in the middle of the fucking field. What was that going to do? God damn, who is coaching these dudes, bro? Look at this. Watch when he throws this.
Man.
It's 8 seconds. Once he gets down, there is no time to do shit.
Oh, wow.
Because you have no timeouts. It was 4th down. So what were you going to do if he had caught that?
Man, give Pittsburgh they props for winning that game because Carson Wentz fell apart in the end. Everybody
just in the middle of the field. What were you going to do?
For your team to hang in there and give you a chance with a minute.
You don't have no timeouts. Wasn't that cool? You have no timeouts when he sets that ball down. When he sets that ball down, you don't have no timeouts.
Intentional grounding. I mean, I don't even understand. Like
that's why we got rid of him. That's why we got rid of him.
Throw a pass up.
That's why we got rid of him.
So we got in the mark. Let's get to these picks for this. Shout out the Pittsburgh Steelers getting the dub.
Got the dub.
Yeah, Pittsburgh got the dub. Shout out to Notre Dame for knowing. So first game up, we talked about them earlier. We know Jackson Dart is getting the start. His first challenge, the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers. So that way.
Oh yeah. You. It's crazy how Trey do this shit, right? He think he's slick and he not. He'll pick games that he know we all gonna pick the sure game.
I don't know.
I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna run this one. Don't worry, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. But he got the charge. I got the charge. Who you got? CC Chargers Giants.
Chargers. I'm glad they started Jackson Dart, but I'm gonna take the Chargers in that one. I think they got a better team right now.
Me too. I'm going with the Chargers too. That's 3 for the Chargers. Commanders and Falcons. Who you got, Trey?
I'm going with the Commanders.
Okay. CC, who you got?
Commanders in that one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders as well. Commanders who? Next game. Eagles, Bucks. Trey, who you got?
Going with the Eagles.
Oh, this dude here. He's so full of it. Dude is so full of it. Oh, CC, who you got, bro? Eagles, Bucks.
Man, that's gonna be a tough one, but I'm taking the Eagles as well in this game because I think all the hype has been better than them, and I think they're gonna come out to prove something to them early on. So I'm taking the Eagles.
So I think the lack of Mike Evans is going to be very glaring. They missing. Been doing good, but Godwin is just coming back. Baker is on.
He's nursing the injury. Baker Mayfield's nursing the injury.
And then Philly, saying they might be on a high from last week. Although I know they're without Nolan Smith, he's done for the year. So I mean, it's a little
offensive lineman too.
But this is the first time. This is the first time Philadelphia has played Tampa Bay with all our receivers. Either one game we either had AJ Brown, and didn't have Devontae, or we had Devontae and didn't have AJ Brown. This first game we played them when we had both of our receivers. So of course y'all know I'm going with the Eagles. Y'all know what it is, Bird Gang. Let's go. Titans versus the Texans in Houston. CC, who you got?
Oh man, that's an ugly game.
I'm
gonna take the Titans in this one. I'm gonna take the Titans because they can score points.
The Titans?
Sorry, you know what I'm saying. I got on a Texans hat, but I'm gonna go. Last minute decision. I'm gonna take the old Houston Oilers, baby. The old Houston Oilers, baby.
You taking the Oilers or you taking the Titans?
Well, he's talking about that's the Titans, the old Houston Oilers.
Houston Oilers. You're right. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Gotcha. I'm gonna put mine out there first before we get to Trey. I'm gonna take the Houston Texans, and the only reason I'm taking the Houston Texans, CJ Stroud and them, I'm taking them. Because they're at home. I don't feel like they're gonna lose another game at home. They've already lost one at home. I'm going with the Houston Texans. I got Houston. What you got, Trey?
So it's like this one is a rough one, not just because quote unquote the toilet bowl. Because I think what we see is Tennessee is starting to build. I mean, it's a progression. It's a new quarterback. It's a new system. All that type of stuff. And even though they lost, they're 0-3, and they were in our power ranking, they were the 32nd team. They have still been building on something, and we have seen the Texans have dropped off in that aspect. But looking at that at the same token, what do you want to hang your hat on? And I'd rather hang my hat on Nico Collins as opposed to Ridley. I'm taking the Texans as well.
Okay. Next, our other 12 o'clock game that's about to start here in a minute. We got the Carolina Panthers versus the New England Patriots. And New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. I'll pick first on this one. I'll take the God dog it. Give me the Patriots, man. I'm gonna take the Patriots. This one was this is a hard pick because both of them are struggling at this point right now. They're still trying to find their way. But I see potential in what the Patriots are trying to do. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots. CC?
I'm taking the Patriots because last week they should have beat Pittsburgh if it wasn't for 5 turnovers, including like 3 of them at the goal line. Like they had their number. You punch those in, you win that game. So I'm gonna take the Patriots, and I'm gonna say they're gonna hold on to the rock this week.
Got you, Trey.
So, was Carolina Fool's goal last week? I don't know. Is New England Vrabel Fool's goal coach after what he did in Tennessee? We don't know.
But it was Tennessee.
Yeah, it was Tennessee, and it might have been easy, and where now he's in the situation where people see him coming. In this case, I'm going to go against the field. I'm taking Carolina. I went against Carolina last week and got demolished and humbled.
Good word. Good word to you. Humble.
I'm taking Carolina. Carolina, I'm riding with you this week. Let's go.
All right. Our next 12 o'clock game is Spencer Rattler in them New Orleans Saints. My fault. Them Saints. And them Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. We just talked about that bad man over there and Josh. I feel like this is going to go 3-way on this game because it's pretty simple. New Orleans ain't it, and they're playing in Buffalo. But, Trey, go ahead. Say who you got.
We
Saints,
have
Buffalo.
Gave Josh high praise, number 1 in the football manifest of power ranking. And I don't think the New Orleans Saints are going to be able to change that.
Knock them off. No.
Any given Sunday. Is Sunday.
Yeah.
But in the words
not gonna happen.
In the words of Freddy Cougar, I don't believe in fairy tales, kids.
Not gonna happen.
I got the Buffalo Bills.
CC.
And Buffalo, nothing else needs to be said. Buffalo.
I'm Buffalo too. And like you said, we can't put them in our power rankings as number 1 and they get knocked off by the Saints.
And then have them lose to New Orleans.
Get knocked out. But we just saw Cleveland. We just saw Cleveland knock off Green Bay last week. So anything can, like you said, any given Sunday. But I'll be pissed if that happens, bro. I'll be honest, I'm gonna be mad. Anyway, moving right along. Another good game. Just speaking of this team just a minute ago, 12 o'clock game. The Cleveland Browns travel to the Motor City of the Detroit Lions. Woo! Do they? What we looking at? Is Matt like what are we about to do? CC, Detroit, Cleveland. Who you got?
Oh man, I'm gonna take the Lions.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a competitive game from the Browns defense, but I don't think they can score points enough for the Lions.
Okay. I'm taking the Lions as well. We do know what Cleveland did last week, but I did that. Whoo, that backfield though. Whoo, that Thunder and Lightning 2.0. Whoo, them boys ain't playing that back there. Montgomery and them, they not playing. I don't think the Browns can stop their running game. So for me, that's why I'm gonna go. I don't think they can stop that running game. I'm taking Detroit. Trey.
So I think that I think the Browns is going to be more of an opposition to their running game than we're thinking. However, I don't think someone that is not really being talked about that is really putting in some work is Amon-Ra St.
Brown. St. Brown.
He is a problem, and he has in Jameis Williamson is a very complimentary player on the back end of that. That's where I think it goes in which it wears. And when you start trying to defend that, then you get the Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery package. In this game, I'm going with Detroit.
Okay. So then that was our last 12 o'clock game. To start off the late games, we going into Niner country, and we got old Sunshine, and the number one pick in the NFL draft was who?
Trevor Lawrence.
No, number one pick for this year's NFL draft.
Cam Ward. Cam Ward. Cam Ward was the number one overall pick.
What's his name? Their number one pick was.
You talking about Travis Hunter?
Yeah, their number one pick. I meant their number one pick.
Yeah, Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Yeah, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter and Sunshine are traveling to San Francisco to face the 49ers without is Brock playing this week?
Yes, he's expected to play.
He is. I thought I heard it. Yes. Yeah, I thought I heard him say that. Yeah, I thought I heard him say that Brock is playing this week. Yeah, so Brock is back. Brock is back. So with that being said, we got Brock Purdy versus Sunshine and Lawrence. Trey, who you got? This your team. I'm gonna let you go first.
You know I'm going with it. Just like we say, I would say bang bang, but I won't say that because we're gonna be doing a lot of bang bang this afternoon, come 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, as we get out there and deal with those young tykes. But I will, I have a.
You happy to see Brock is back?
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Because there's more of a continuity there. Because if you get a Mac Jones that is getting wins, now you have caused a problem. It's like, okay, Mac Jones is getting wins. Brock has been. Who do we go? Do we continue to ride this wave, or do we do a little disruptor with the hopes of we're going to continue to go? I'm glad to see Brock back. I can't wait to see Brandon Ayuk back. I'm glad to see Parasol is working. I can't wait to see Kittle back. It's a hamstring, but the whole to get back.
That's a fun game.
We got Christian McCaffrey and still have Brian Robinson. And hopefully we can find someone next man up on defense, just like we got Dre Greenlaw left, Tafunga left. We got the second players in the secondary. We got linebackers in Winters. He's not Dre Law, but he's all right. I'm taking 49ers.
See, who you got? You got Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine, or are you happy to see old Brocky Brock?
Trevor Lawrence. I'm going with the 49ers. Okay. It's gonna be a close game though. It's gonna be closer than what people think, in my opinion. So but I'm gonna take Brock over Trevor Lawrence right now.
Okay, man, I got it's got to be a 3-way because Brock Purdy being back. I've always believed in Brock Purdy after what he showed me as coming in as a backup when he backed up like 2 years ago. I believed in Brock Purdy. So him coming back is a huge asset, bringing back to that team dynamic. So definitely got to go with San Francisco.
If Mac Jones was at the helm, even though he's won 2 games, would y'all thoughts would have been different possibly?
If Mac Jones was starting instead of Brock?
Yeah.
Not really.
Nah, probably not. Nah, probably not. Nah, but being that Brock is back is just more giving me more, makes me more comfortable to pick the 49ers over the Jaguars. All right, next we got the Indianapolis Colts. We talked about them earlier.
Probably that game of the week.
Boy, this is a game. We got them Indianapolis Colts, bro. They coming into LA though. They coming into LA. Now LA is coming off a huge loss. Huge, which they had that in the bag. The bag was almost tied up. But at the bottom of that bag, it was a hole in it. And everything fell out. And they took a mad loss to the Eagles. So we got the Colts traveling to LA. CC, who you got?
I'm taking the Rams again.
Okay.
This time I'm taking the Rams, and I'm gonna stand. Hopefully they stand on business. Puka Nacua should have a decent game, and Verse on defense, man. You got to start coming with it. I know he's doing what he can, but you got to start getting to the quarterback more frequently. That
he's a beast. Front. He's a beast. Oh yeah, he's a beast. Verse is a beast. Trey, who you got? Colts, Rams.
So, key aspect: Rams at home, and we just talked about the receiving core in Nacua and Adams. Stafford is starting to find them. Williams is clicking. Verse is probably going to put some pressure. I just think, although we talked about what we talked about, in-state is the most potent weapon he has is Taylor, and then he has receivers by committee. I don't think they're going to be able to get through that defensively in SoFi. I'm taking the Rams for this one because I won't be taking them next week, so I got to take them this week.
So me, the Rams, I gotta go with the Rams. I think it's 3-way again this way because of the fact of how they lost to us, Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like they're gonna try. I really feel like they needed to get a win after taking that hurtful loss last week against Philadelphia. So I'm going with the Rams. Next game, 3:25 Central Standard Time. We had a major win. This guy right here below me on my screen, CC, he might not like this. And I feel like he might pick a certain type of way because these Bears went in on them Cowboys last week. So we got the Chicago Bears headed out to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Goes out to Vegas to play them Vegas Raiders. CC, I'm going to let you go first. Them Bears, them Raiders. Who you got? We talked about that duo, that tandem over there in Vegas too.
It's a toss-up, but I'm gonna give Geno and Pete Carroll the benefit of the doubt this week, and I'm gonna take the Raiders. And I'm gonna say they can get that done over them. Only because Pete Carroll on the other side of the ball. Come on, Pete, you got to get it together with that squad.
Season as a coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, Pete Carroll starting off slow, but hey, we know Pete Carroll's resume, so he ain't no slouch of a coach. Trey, who you got? Raiders, Bears.
I'm taking Chicago in this one. I'm very interested. So in 3 games, Caleb has been okay. I think he's catching this. His schedule is putting him in position for him to continue to grow in it before he starts getting really, really, really potent competition. I think he's going to be able to take care of business, so I'm taking Chicago this game.
Like you said, Caleb Williams has been playing well. Decent, or should I say he's been playing decent. They're coming off a huge high beating Dallas last week. But I feel like Pete Carroll may be trying to get on some type of wave in which he can try and ride with the Raiders and try and get a dub at home. They probably need a win at home. So I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna go with CC. I'm gonna ride with CC on this one. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I think Pete Carroll figures it out at home and not lose one at home to start off his inaugural season out there in Las Vegas. Next, we have a 3:25 Central Standard Time, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time is the Ravens, which we talked about, Lamar Jackson. And both of these teams are having troubles. In the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. This probably could be considered the game of the week as well because this is a big game because both of these teams have losing records as of now. And with that, it's hard to pick out of these two teams. Kansas City, their Ravens are headed to Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this game. I'm going to pick Kansas City, but this game could go any way. So, Trey, who you got? Ravens, Chiefs?
I think I'm going to go with Baltimore this game. I think the which we could have added to our segment talking about the close games. We could have added the Derrick Henry fumbles into those games in which he fumbled at those times, which is the most inopportune. So I think he looks to come back and probably clean that up. You got Chris Jones that's going to probably be filling up the lanes on them. So it's going to be, I think, a wear and tear game in which I think in that Lamar outlasts Patrick. So I'm taking Baltimore.
CC, Lamar, Chiefs. Patrick.
Easy for me, Chiefs. Like I trust Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes more than I trust Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson at this point. It's just that simple. And Baltimore's defense, they giving up a lot of points. So I think the Chiefs might have a bust-out game at home, scoring wise. It might be the biggest scoring game for the Chiefs all season. This game.
Okay, that's fair. It's gonna be a good one. Now, next game, late game for tonight.
Who's your pick?
Because Monday night is 2 games, but tonight this right here I would feel like is everybody's game of the week, and that's the Packers, where we have the Packers going to Dallas, to Jerry's World, and we all know Michael Parsons, first time back in Jerry's World in a Green Bay Packer uniform. CC, I'm gonna let you pick first. This is your Cowboys, Packers, 7:20.
I'm a diehard, so I'm taking the Cowboys, and I think our only chance in this game is to make the game ugly. So we gotta figure out a way to cover some people today. At home, we gotta figure out a way to disrupt Jordan Love a little bit, make him, he ain't the best decision maker out there, as we saw last week against Cleveland. So I think that's gonna be our one thing that we can do. We gotta step up the special teams and make some plays. I got confidence that our offensive line can block. But
got block! Got block, and we going to the house! Already a block! There goes special teams again, already starting this week, baby. Woo! Already. Ugly. Special teams already, baby. Already. These boys is there. Woo! Let's go, Philly. Sit down, Jalen. You ain't even got to get up, baby. You ain't even got to get up, Jalen. Sit on down. My fault, CC. My fault. Go ahead, bro. My bad. But you said the Cowboys, right?
I picked the Cowboys.
Okay. All right, Trey, who you got? Packers.
I'm taking the Cowboys as well. I really honestly was looking at potentially taking the Green Bay, but I switched it. They're at home. We know it's different in Jerry's World. I think they can enact some type of pull something from the crowd and be able to get it out without a CeeDee Lamb. So I'm taking Dallas. I'm riding with CC on this one with the Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb is out today?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He out for a couple of weeks, a few weeks.
Ooh, that's gonna change my pick, bro. I was gonna go with the Cowboys, and I was gonna go with the Cowboys, but that's changing my pick, bro. I got to. I've seen what the Cowboys done without CeeDee Lamb, and I don't know if they can do it against that Packers team and Michael Parsons. I don't. Nothing against Dak. Dak is that dude, but it's the rest of them. George Pickens, everybody else. I don't know if Dallas can do it without CD. That's their number one. I got to go with the Packers. I didn't know CD was out. I didn't know that. But CD being out, that's huge. That's major. That's major. I'm going with the Packers just because of that. Jordan Love has been struggling. Jordan Love's got to do something to take that loss that they took last week against Cleveland. They got to bounce back from that. But Dallas took a major loss again, too, against the Bears. So both of these teams are coming off major losses last week, in which they feel both teams should have won. Both these teams should have won against the teams they played last week. We all three agree?
Correct.
I agree.
Yeah. So both these teams, now they have something to prove. They got to prove something to this today. But unfortunately, they have to prove it to each other. And that's between the two of them. But Monday night, we got the Dolphins, Jets and Dolphins. Are we picking them today or are we going to wait till tomorrow?
Yeah, we can pick them. Go ahead. Just be safe.
Okay. Jets, the Jets going into Miami, Tua Tagovailoa and all of that. We know what the Jets are doing. We know what the Dolphins are doing. They both looking very, very shaky. Trey, who you got? Dolphins, Jets.
I'm taking the Jets in this one. I still have
on the road.
I still haven't seen that Miami is like the Tua effect in a sense to come down and see. Like, he has weapons. It's just they have to put it together, and I'm not ready to get back on that train.
Is Justin back?
The Jets, huh?
Is Justin back?
Yes, he's back.
Justin Fields back? Okay.
Yeah, Justin's back. So I'll go with the Justin, and he was doing all right before the injury. maybe we can continue that or bring that back. So I'm taking the Jets.
CC, Dolphins, Jets.
Oh man, that's an ugly game, but I'm gonna take the Jets as well. But I think it's gonna be because of their defense and special teams.
I'm gonna go with Miami.
I got you. You free?
Yeah, he should be coming back in.
Yeah, he said Miami.
That's the last he said was taking Miami. He gotta get his when he come back in, if he comes back in. So one more game after this, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
I think it was gonna come back.
Yeah,
my bad. I didn't think it was gonna come back. All right. So real quick, my bad. I didn't think it was gonna. I was saying I was taking the Dolphins in that game. So so I got the Dolphins in that game. I thought my computer was gonna cut off. So last but not least, the last game on Monday night. That game, the Dolphins and the Jets game, is at 6:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Bengals and the Broncos also. So we got a double hitter on Monday night with the Bengals traveling to the Broncos. Bo Nix. We know the Bengals are without Joe Burrow. But it's a 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trey, who you got? Broncos and Bo Nix or a Bengals team without Joe Burrow?
This one is a toss-up, bro. It would be if Burrow was there, it would be without a doubt the Bengals. But with Browning, we have seen there's been stagnant with that receiving core. Chad Brown wasn't effective last week, but then the same goes for the Broncos and Knicks. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and think that Browning might turn it around, at least for this game. I'm taking the Bengals.
Oh, he going to Bengals. I'm going with Denver. I'm going with Bo Nix and the Broncos. They're playing at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. I think Denver can come away with the win this week. Again, both of these teams are on shaky grounds. But I believe in Nix and I believe in the Denver Broncos to get this dub. So I'm going to take Denver. CC.
I'm going with Denver Broncos. I'm taking the Broncos because I think Bo Nix is a little bit better than Jake Browning, so I'm gonna give him the edge in that one. I think if Browning knew how to use those weapons, it would be different. But he obviously don't know how to get Chase and Higgins involved in the game enough in order for them to be effective. And the Broncos got a good defense too, and we know that the Bengals don't have a defense. So yeah, I'm going Broncos.
Let's go.
Bishop, who was your team? Kansas City and Baltimore? What team?
He picked the Chiefs.
I want Kansas City. I picked the Chiefs. Yeah, I picked Andy Reid and the Chiefs, baby. They playing at home. I gotta go with the Chiefs.
So there you have it. You know what? It's someone we ain't talking about. I think deserves to be spoke about. What do y'all think about Cam Scatterboo?
Man, I told you what I thought about him. Y'all the ones that wasn't on him. I told y'all in the playoffs last year that he was the better running back out of him.
Jackson Dart got his first touchdown. He got a touchdown on them Chargers.
Believe me. Y'all didn't want to believe me when I told you he was that guy. He was better than Genty. Y'all didn't want to hear that. But
I wouldn't say that. I don't think he's better than Genty. I don't think he's better than Genty. He's not. I don't think he's a dude. I don't think he's better than Genty.
He's better than Genty.
I don't see that.
Way better than Genty. Y'all gonna see longevity wise, and y'all gonna see durability, and y'all gonna see maybe not skill wise.
He's a thumper.
But as far as being that guy for a team, he's gonna be more of a winner than Genty is. I can guarantee you that. That's what I mean by he's better than Genty.
He's a thumper. You think he's gonna have longevity?
I think so because Genty folded up. Man, Genty folded up in the playoff game, bro. Like he couldn't take the hit from Penn State in the playoff game. So what is he gonna do in the pros where they hit harder and they come at you quicker? He's not gonna take those. He's not gonna sustain those blows. But Scatterboo played hurt and played well hurt. You know what I'm saying? He played well hurt. I think that says a lot about the character.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. In regards to about character, I totally agree with you on that one. 100%, CC. 100%.
I can rock with it.
Yeah.
So that's our show for today. Y'all know we'll most likely be back Thursday as we talk about that Thursday night game, the Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. as the NFC West continues to be center stage for that. Hopefully, San Francisco will still be undefeated when they get ready to get into that game, so they can walk out that game and have a 3-0 lead in the NFC West. But as we always know, football is football, and it's any given Sunday. We greatly appreciate y'all tapping in today. We got games today ourselves as we look to try to extend a winning streak for the 9 to 10-year-old division in the San Antonio area neighborhood sports. As the Lady Eagles look to defend theirs, and a new institution, a new regime for the young men in which we coach as the 9, the 13, 14-year-olds try to run it back and put something out there, a product. So we're pretty excited to get that going. We should be out there on the field about an hour and a half.
Yeah. I'm about to leave in about the next 45 to an hour.
Yeah. To get out there.
Hey, just a heads up real quick, man, just to give y'all a recap on scores is Atlanta's up on the Commanders 3-0 with 9:02 left in the first. The Giants are up on the Chargers 7-0 with old boy getting his first touchdown. 9:15 left in the first. No score in the Titans and Texans. Eagles up, a special teams block punt on that one. Score 7-0 Eagles. 11-22 left in the first. Panthers up on the Patriots 6-0. 10:51 left in the first. And the Bills up on the Saints 7-0. 8 left in the first. And no score in the Browns and the Lions. That's it. That's where we at right now as
gentlemen,
early games.
Out here. Any last words?
Man, enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Have fun with it. Be blessed. Thank you for all of you who have tuned in. Continue to tune in every Sunday, every Thursday for us when we come back with these picks for every week, man. Tell us what you think. We'd love to hear what y'all picks are when we come through. Give us what y'all thoughts are for each game for the week. See how y'all fare against us three as we pick every week on these NFL games. All right. Thank y'all so much. We greatly appreciate y'all.
CC.
I'm just gonna leave y'all with, man, the Browns. The Browns are driving right now on the Lions. Ridiculous right now.
What?
Oh, they stopped them at the goal line. What defense got the Lions? They stopped them at the goal line. Flacco can't get 1 yard on the quarterback sneak.
Oh Lord, no.
Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Y'all be Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did he end the stream? He didn't even end the stream.
Nah, he did end it. I think he went